playing more of it in the next hour. I am really flattered that he came all the way to Austin, Texas, to be with us today for the rest of the hour. And I mean, I know that a lot of people at the office are big Iced Earth fans, and I know I'd heard the music over the years and really liked it. Don't have a lot of time to get into music in the last decade. I'm working all the time. But then I heard the new album that we were sent. It's being released today, free online, in coordination with this live radio show. And when I heard the music a few weeks ago, I'm like, man, this is awesome. I mean, listen to these lyrics. An act of stealth, a silent coup d'etat, corrupted leaders hijack freedom, acting in duress. And it goes on to talk about the creature from Jekyll Island. That's the name of that track. It talks about the answer to 1984 1776. And we are going to stand against your tyranny. We are agents of free humanity in the Fed, in the Fed, in the Fed. And it goes on. And I know that this Sons of Liberty albums produced separately from Iced Earth, because obviously the record company wouldn't let them do that, is just an amazing gift to those that love liberty. And talking about the Billboard charts for more than a decade, Iced Earth's a huge rock band. They're not just in the top 100 here in the U.S., but the top 100 in Canada, number 19 in Germany, number 6 in England, number 28 in Sweden, Norway, Greece, Austria, Finland. All over the world, Iced Earth is huge. I think it's safe to say even bigger outside the U.S. than they are in the U.S., but they're big here. And so this is so exciting to have Dave Mustaine come out against the New World Order and Iced Earth, and just more and more people are having these awakenings. That's what Dave Mustaine calls it. That's what I had. We were all once shuttered in, not seeing the larger picture. And so I'm very honored to have the lead singer here from Iced Earth, and lead singer from Sons of Liberty, Jon Schaffer, here with us today. Jon, it's great to have you.
Great to meet you, Alex.
Well, it's great to have you here as well. Tell us about Iced Earth, Sons of Liberty, your awakening, why you're releasing this album for free today, and we'll give people the website so they can check out sons-of-liberty.net.
Well, first of all, I'm actually not the lead singer of Iced Earth. This is the first album I've ever done lead vocals on. And because it's cuts...
I've just seen some of their songs where you are singing.
Yeah, there's a couple that I've done in the past.
I guess it's something we were watching last week, yeah.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah, the dark-haired guy's singing a lot, too.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It depends on which period of the video it was. There was a...
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I saw different people singing, but I saw you singing, yeah.
But anyway, the main thing I think that's important about this is that the awakening that I had was about 9 months ago. And like you, I've been working, constantly for the last 20 years. I mean, barely taking any vacation. Well, finally, after the last European tour that we did, I went to Central America for a month. And then that time, after about a week, I really felt different. It was weird. It was like, wait a minute, without all the bombardment of corporate America everywhere and just...
The constant distractions.
Absolutely. And so... It was in that period that I really started questioning things and thinking about things a lot. And I get back home and I start seeing that Obama's doing exactly the same things that Bush is doing. And it also starts raising a lot of questions. And I had somebody sent me the Zeitgeist addendum, and when I watched that, the money creation thing, it really, I thought at first, this can't be real. Because I didn't know about the Federal Reserve. I thought, like many people, that this was part of government, that it was, a legit situation. Well, anyway, I started doing more research, and one thing led to another, and it was really, I would say, seeing, The Creature from Jekyll Island, reading that book, certainly opened my eyes, and then watching the Obama deception. And I think that's when I had my epiphany, which was really, it was devastating, actually, at first. I mean, I felt like I had 1,000 pounds on my chest, like everything I ever believed in, because I've always been a huge fan of the Revolutionary War period, and I'm walking around my whole life thinking all this stuff is relevant, that it still matters. I mean, it does matter to those of us that are real patriots, but I mean, we've been hijacked, and we don't even know it. Most of the people don't know.
Exactly. What we really are has been lost, and the founders were all about stopping the bankers. They were all about stopping the manipulators and stopping the people that set up these monopolies.
Right.
And we're not taught why America was special. We're not taught what 1776 really means.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, and that was like it. I mean, I literally broke down and cried. I mean, it was devastating. It was but it was also, I started digging more, and it was, as angry as I got and as sad as I've gone through periods where I've been really, sad about it, I also feel liberated because now it makes sense. You know, that's the thing that people have to realize. You can't be afraid of this. You can't, you have to take this knowledge and you have to hold on to it. And now, you know, for me, it's liberating to have the truth because I can't actually go through life with half truths. Nobody can, you know,
Now, you don't feel good. Even if you don't know what the truth is, but you know it's a lie, you have this weak feeling. But even if something is horrible that's happening, once you know the score, it is liberating. It's empowering to know the truth. It will set you free, even if you're in a bad situation, because then you realize, even if I was still ignorant, if I was still in darkness, this corruption was there all along.
Right.
But so many people in the modern age believe perception is reality. Perception is not reality.
No.
You know, you can have a blindfold on and think you're walking through a field, but really you're walking off the edge of a skyscraper. Just because you're blind doesn't mean that you're safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree, man. And I mean, that's the thing. It's been, I actually feel so much better knowing why everything is so screwed up because, you know, and I understand for people that it's very difficult to get out of that left-right paradigm. I mean, for me, I've lost friends in Afghanistan and in Iraq. My little brother did 2 tours over in Iraq, and he's fine. But I mean, you know, knowing now that this whole thing is fraud, you know, I supported it before because I bought into it.
Well, they say 1776 is our military in this empire. But really, that's the exact opposite. That's King George III.
Yeah, absolutely. And I see it now for what it is. And it's just, I don't know.
But that doesn't take away from the heroism, the honor of the troops who believe they're doing a good thing.
No, absolutely.
It just means that they were conned, and that's what evil really gets its power from. But, you know, going over this, over the bio, just hearing the music over the years, I have to say then that's what makes sense. I like your Sons of Liberty better than Iced Earth.
Yeah.
Because I was telling the guys, I go, I like that. I've heard that before. I mean, I wasn't hugely into it, but I listened to quite a bit of heavy metal off and on when I heard it on the radio. And I was like, but I like this Sons of Liberty a lot more than Iced Earth. So now I understand. But it does say here, I'm trying to get your bio straight, that you've been in Iced Earth since the beginning.
Yeah, I started it.
Okay, so you're the founder of Iced Earth.
Yes.
That's the thing I wanted to get straight, because I'd seen some of the songs you were singing, some where you weren't, and I was confused by it. But now I'm obviously becoming a lot bigger fan of Iced Earth just because you've created Sons of Liberty. And folks, this is great music. So tell us about the awakening, because obviously I'm excited. I get too excited sometimes. About your awakening, and now 9 months later, talk about one person doing something. You've already launched a free album that you're launching today that will reach tens of millions of people. Well,
we can only hope. I mean, the process was, like I said, at first, it was just, I was really devastated. And then the more I dug, the more disturbed I got. But I thought, I can't have this knowledge and not do anything about it. I mean, the only power I have is music. So I need to, I said, I got to get my head out of the books for a while and get into the studio. And the first song I wrote was called Our Dying Republic. And it has sort of it's more of a ballad, I guess. I guess at that point I was feeling more down than I was angry. So that some of the aggressive stuff came later. But I decided at that point that I had to do this. I had to, do it because I was doing research hours and hours a day. I mean, whenever I find out something that really strikes me, I go for it. And so, and a lot of your films played a big part in that as well. And I really recommend people, I mean, probably all of your viewers have already seen that stuff. But if there's Iced Earth fans out there that are tuning in just for this interview, they need to check out Endgame. Well,
that's the great synergy is my listeners tune into what you're doing, your listeners tune into what we're doing. It's that synergy. And absolutely, I want to challenge all the Iced Earth fans, all the Sons of Liberty fans as Sons of Liberty launches today. I'm honored you're here. Understand the power of music, the power of media, and also understand you never know who you're going to wake up. You may wake somebody up who then wakes somebody up, who wakes somebody up like John Schaefer, who will then wake up millions of people, and that's how we're going to win this thing. As Thomas Jefferson said, the truth is so much more powerful than a lie, and we are setting bushfires in the minds of men that will explosely ignite the world with liberty, and you sing about that in your lyrics, and that gets me on fire.
Yeah, man. I mean, and I hope we've already seen a lot of stuff. People think that because this is coming out now that it's an anti-Bush thing, and they've got to get beyond that because these guys work for the same people. You know what I mean? And that's the whole goal is to make, to me, there's so many people that are not aware of the Federal Reserve. And that system it's the cancer of our land. It is absolutely the thing that, it doesn't matter who we elect. And I fear as much as as much as I think Ron Paul would be awesome, I would fear for his safety.
Absolutely. We're going to go out to break again with Jekyll Island.